Welcome everyone to episode 1 of Final Fantasy XIV, a full new story character and obviously playthrough. We are going to do a full story run with a brand new character. Just as an information, my character is about 14 years old in Final Fantasy, therefore I have not played the story for 14 years from the very beginning. So Hitomi Sansa over here has about 300 days or a little over 7,000 hours of gameplay on it. We already have 2 characters because I will be joined by my friends on this journey every now and then with their own characters. And we have Senzara Sansa, which is what I have been playing with my friend, and XIV Sansa. This is actually the character that was planned to be played on stream, but I kind of tested out a few things here and then, and I decided, you know what, I'm not going to delete this character, I'm going to keep this character, because you might have noticed that all my characters have the same ears from the Wolves style set. It's kind of my trademark in this game. So we're going to create a brand new character and play upon the story to this character. It's about level 18 in game, no, it's about level 20 in the game with the main story quest, and then we're gonna switch to this character just because there's already microtransactions in it. I already paid money, I don't really want to pay more money, right? But we're gonna create the exact same character as this one right here, and then we're gonna play through. So what am I going to do with this? Well, first of all, we're playing all of the story elements. We are not playing any of the gatherer or crafting classes. I will be focusing mainly on our main quest and obviously on our class quest as a warrior. And we need to unlock a few things. Along the way, we might unlock dancer, we might unlock samurai, maybe red mage, I don't know. But this will be purely focused on the main story. And the in-game cutscenes are in Japanese because I come from an anime background. I like the Japanese voices. I think they're done superbly well. But for every box that is not voiced, I'm gonna read it out loud. If you have seen the Pokemon Rejuvenation series, you know I'm quite familiar with reading a lot of text. So let's go in, let's create a new character, load appearance data. We need our, where is it? Rothgal, there she is, our Rothgal. There she is. We are confirming this character and we do not need to save the appearance data, obviously. You guys know that I am on the 4th umbral moon and I am on number 1 and my god of choice is Ralgur, and we are going to play tank marauder for this playthrough because I'm a very fond warrior person. I unga until I bunga. I have 2 brain cells, the one charges and the other one attacks. And we are going to select, obviously, Shiva for this, but I can't. It's currently restricted. That sucks. That sucks really, really badly. So, since this character will be deleted at some point anyhow, we're just gonna go ahead and go to... Let's go to Zodiac, which was my original server, and this character is going to be deleted at some point. And unfortunately the world is congested, but we have XIV Sansa, so I'm not too worried about this. So this is only for a couple of episodes, and as a reminder, YouTube really does not like extremely long episodes, so therefore... My character is already screaming. Therefore, we're going to aim around 60 minutes per episode. We might go over, we might go under, depends really. We've already talked for a solid 4 or 5 minutes, so let's get on in and play the video game. And the world is congested. Yay! Well done. And just as a reminder, I am in Discord. My friends are going to join me in Discord every now and then, and you will hear other people's voices. But overall, I am going to voice every single cutscene and every single text box that relates to us. If we have, let's say, not important characters that do a lot of blah blah between quests, there might be a point where I skip the blah blah of these quests and just click through it really quickly. But we'll get there when we'll get there, right? So, and I'm gonna be quiet. Now, I don't know, you guys have to tell me that in the comment section down below. Is the camera on a cutscene like disrupting the cutscene? Or do you guys like to see the camera on the cutscene just in case there is a facial reaction that I need to show you? Shadowbringers people will know. Yeah. It's been a long time for me. Hitomi Zanza, my only character really. I only created the other two characters because my friends started playing the game. I wonder who that'd be, right? Also, I'm not gonna spoil anything we do not know up until the point in the story. So bright. Oh, I'm going to call out every single flashbang in the game. Flashbang of fantasy. Flashbang number 1. I'm going to call out every single flashbang because there's a lot of them. Oi! You all right, lass? It's pretty. You're a moan in your sleep and sweating buckets. Besides, rolling off the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Text box is a little small on my screen. It's gonna be bigger once I load in the interface. Don't seem like seasickness now that I look at ya. It will be ether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others, see? And we ain't too far from Vilbrad now, which is chock full of etherites. No need to fret though, you will soon get used to it. Ugh. Might as well have been bloomin' seasickness. Ship sleeping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Limsa Laminza, still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you are awake and all, how about you keep me company until we get there? And them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Anyway, Brennan's the name, and peddling's me trade. And now he goes foot freestylo. Foot freestylo. I watched a little bit too much YouTube. You Ah, smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, lass, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you are one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory, and that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? I'm not going to answer this. Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might as old Brennan is a chatterbox, but he sure as hell ain't no busybody. We all have a secret, or 3, or 5 million. Me? Dozens. And I rather stay secret, and I rather stay secret too. Which is why I don't go sticking me nose in anywhere that ain't welcome. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, some as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Well, we kinda can resurrect in the game, so... Oh. Doesn't even cost money, because we get teleported to the Aetheryte for free. Ah! Ship's off the starboard now! Pirate colors! I hope the microphone's working. It is working. I checked the bar. The bar is moving. That would have been a bad intro. Pirates! Bloody hell! Don't step on my tail. Have you no sense? Get below! Don't step on my tail. I dare you. I double dare you. I'm gonna drop a few movie references along the way. Down in the comments, tell me your favorite movie reference. I'm trying to manipulate you to interact with the waiting. What's the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship, flying limbs and colors. Bastards either have a boatload of balls or barrel for brains. Hello there, Fox. You can rest easy, friends. We have made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty tempest once the wind's in her sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I'd reckon I'd loved mine otherwise. If them pirates get up the chase, we must be close to the port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? Pirate speech is terrible, and Limsa has a lot of that. For one person, I'm trying to go full pirate, so it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be cringy. You're gonna screenshot it. You're gonna make shorts out of it, and you know what? Good on you. By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa Lominsa? No. Thought not. Ah, but I'll wager there have been some changes since your last visit. Allow a journeyed itinerant to apprise you of the current state of affairs. Limsa Lominsa prides itself of being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You would never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Haha. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like pirates who took a fancy to us or just now. And I probably skipped that text box. Sorry, that's gonna happen a lot, I promise. Ah, at long last, land ho. Behold, Limsa Lominsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and loved of the Limlean, goddess of navigation. And we affectionately call it Limsa Lobimsa. It's gonna be called Limsa Lobimsa a lot. Or Degenerate Town, that applies to. If you know, you know. And I hate those nightclub advertisements. I fully understand that you have to read the text because of the cutscene is in Japanese. Nothing I can do about that. I just like the voices a lot. So, we gotta deal with that. I'm gonna make the text bigger though. Because A, I don't want to read small text, and B, you kinda have to read sometimes. And here's where we part way, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. And it's on the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this. By the way, thanks for saving me ours earlier. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become some sort of storied personage and I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Oh, I actually have no clue if we're gonna meet him someday again. I'm powerless against the sky. I devoured the 7 seas and I conquered the lands. I am the world's snake. Jurmungand. Probably quoted that wrong. By the way guys, this is streamed live on Twitch and YouTube, twitch.tv/Hanantasy and liveplayhztv on YouTube. You can watch it live at any point. If you want to become a Pokemon though, right down there, like Raffi Foxo on the stream, the good old Fox. You have to come to Twitch, however, because terms of service and such, I cannot add the YouTube audience to this. So if you want to be seen on stream, you have to unfortunately come down to the Twitch side. Hey, you there! I am in you! This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up on it. Wash your hands. She's pretty though. An adventurer fresh off the boat. Ah, well then. Allow one of Limsa's finest to set you on your right path. Hop to it. Alas, we haven't got all day. Alrighty. The interface change is gonna happen once we are free of the tutorial stage. Because in this case, we're already increasing the size of this window. If you don't know how to do it, right-click a window when you are in control. And when you are in control, you can resize the text box. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands. The Rothcut Diamond of the Rotano Sea. Please select the control scheme. I am not a monster, so I'm going keyboard and mouse. And, well, we are already here and good to go. And the interface, again, will change once we are ready to go. I'm also not gonna read the quest texts because most of the stuff will be in conversations. And now it's much bigger, now it's much easier to read, and now we can go. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city. And without a bit of local knowledge, it looks like you're getting your throat slit in some piss-stinking ally. Hello there, folks. And so before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far, just straight down the street and speak to Greffar. He will show you how to work in big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that will take you up to the pub. On's there! Look for a fellow name by the name of Baderon. He's the proprietor of the wench. He might curse like an oil-sodden sailor, but that man got a soft spot and a wide eye for newcomers like yourself. He will set you straight. Got all that? Good! Now run along. May the navigator guide you on your journey. Hello there, Fox. You can say stuff.
Hello there.
You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to complete your task. Also, guys, this is not a tutorial for mega super beginners. I'm really trying to focus on the story. If you guys want to have a super tutorial for super beginners where I actually like literally explain every single system in the game, tell me in the comment section down below. Welcome to Limsa. If you don't mind visiting the Drowned Wrench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Let's get going. Also, the arrow keys are not working. So, let's speak to good old pirate Baderon. Great to see you, lass. What it will be? You ain't here for a drink, are ye? You've come with a look mind trying to year and you venturing, I reckon. Well, will ye find no surgical work here in Limsa? I hate this guy so much. The name's Baderon, and this is the most hospital of osteries in the Drowning Wench. This is also the what? This also the Omo of the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. That's why we've got a deck specially for your Aldlin business, guild business. Terrible. And why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting their throats on me regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see? Not that they need it in these spots, on account of there being trouble wherever ye look. If ye manage to steer clear of all the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get ye instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Galilean Empire to finish the job. Oh, and no one knows what they're planning, of course. But they're planning anything. You can be sure that to kill us is the lot of us. Aye, this town seems peaceful at a glance. No, it doesn't. But look again and you will see people living of fear of the tomorrow what might bring. And who can blame them after everything that's happened? Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity. But our homes weren't the only things that got wiped off the face of existence in that thrice damned bastard of a dragon. It took us bleeding memories too. And no one's been able to explain the ways that makes one ounce of sense. No one, the folks what saw it lived to tell the tale and seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. It's so foggy, like recollections from an hard night on the ale. I really don't like to voice this person. You can imagine why people might fear the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there's one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers that laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though we ain't forgotten what they did for us, this goddamn calamity spawned memory loss that robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture their damn faces. 'Tis like staring at a gulls flying off in front of the sun. All ye see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it, by the way. Give or take the odd gull. It's what got peoples calling these heroes the warrior of light. If Limbs are ever going to put its time of darkness behind it, it's going to need venturers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you will be one of them, and that's why any aid we can give to adventurers is efforts well spent. What you say, lass? You willing to lend us your strength? I don't have a choice, have I? Me thanks to ye and to the navigators and all. I knew she'd steered ye me way for a reason. But listen to me yattering like a sun-touched fishwife. What? This might time we got your mark in the book. Put your scroll right there, but I can't write. I can only look at my hand and do this. And I can only point my hand forward. I can't actually write in the game. Shion Sansa, is it? A fine name it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed on the last ferry, did you not? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger, matching your description, went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friend signals, were you? Now, hold on there, moment, officer. You got the wrong lass. That's fine, upstanding young ladies, me dear departed grandma's sister, niece, cousin's closest companion. The lass wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right? You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of our closest friends is in about. Aye, you make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep an eye on open at all times. Me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what do you tankard of me finest ale before you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the finest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side off the Strait o' Meltor, but don't mean we don't get ye good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? You'll have to excuse these eager bloody yellow jackets. There being a spate of kidnappings, you see. And they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they have taken to clapping irons to anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means venturers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Lominzans can be a headstrong bunch of bastards, this is true, but given time, we'll grow on you. Now, where was I? Aye! Welcome to Limsa Lominza, where the sea's as green as the faces of me patrons after a few too many black belly whiskies. Now take a moment to gather your wits and we'll get started with learning ye the ways of the city. And that was a huge cutscene for the beginning of the game. Aye. Huge cutscene. This concludes the introduction game tutorial. Now we have taken the first step as adventurer in the city of Limsa Lominsa. Listen well to the wisdom of Bethoran's 10 fingers, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that awaits you. And this is the moment where we are already free to go and do stuff. However, I would like to upgrade my interface and all of that thing. So we will call the end for the introductionary episode. Obviously, on the Twitch and YouTube live side things, you will not see any interruptions at all. We will do it all live. However, I need to upload my interface to this character and continue on the next one. This has been the first episode of Final Hanantasy 14, not 17. And I'm getting head shaken by my dear fox. Why are you shaking your head, dear?
You always do something wrong. What have you done wrong this time?
I have not done anything wrong.
The interface?
That's normal when you create a new character. You don't have the interface loaded.
Okay, I'll let you off then. For
Well
once.
done. Guys, you know where to find us. Please interact with the video. Tell us your favorite movie reference. Tell us how long you'd like these episodes to be. Do you like these episodes to be like the full 2-3 hour per stream? Do you want them to be shorter, like this one, for example? I know this one's especially short because I have to do some shenanigans. But tell us in the comment section down below. Come find us, be live on Twitch if you want to become a Pokemon on stream. All that good sorts, and we'll see each other in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.